Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcoming everybody who comes every week, everybody who comes once in a while, maybe somebody who hasn't been here for a long time. Maybe it's your first time here. Maybe you were planning on being here, but because of a train derailment, took some time. And whatever you're bringing in with you tonight, whatever you're carrying with you, it's okay. You might know all the tunes we sing. You might know some of them. I hope that whatever you take from this Shabbat, you'll take something that's yours. I hope that you can silence your phones for a little bit. Just be here with us. Just welcome the Shabbat together. And on page 6, welcome those Shabbat angels that are with us today. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalem, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Mi Leshalom. Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Let's get the little drums here. One more of that. צאתכם לשלום, מלכי השלום,
Akadosh Baruch Hu, Akadosh Baruch Hu.
Fortunate to be with our davening team tonight. Glenn over here on the drums. Rebecca singing with me. On page 8, we have the words Higalena. Higalena, reveal yourself. In Hebrew, the word gal is also wave. And on Shabbat, we're surrendering ourselves. We're hoping that God will reveal Him, herself, like a wave. Higale, gale, gale, like a wave. On the bottom of the page. Higale, gale, gale, na, fos chavivi alai, et suka, page 9 and 10. Who was stuck here with no subway today? Anybody? So yesterday, Lily, my daughter's babysitter, told us that it took her an hour and a half to get downtown because there was something with the train. I thought, that's fine. I didn't understand what was going on. And then I opened Ynet, and my Israeli news, which I look at like 10 times a day, something like that. And one of the top news reports was delays on trains in New York. I was like, okay, maybe I should take this seriously. It's in the Israeli news for a change, right? And I saw in the Times the number 1 train, 20 people injured. Was anybody on the train when that happened? Anybody here? It's like right here. It's a stop we always take on 96th Street. We say nekadema panav betoda. We're going to say nekadema panea betoda. We say in Hebrew, we say nekadem pneihem or nekadem pneihen, nekadema panav. Means welcoming. We welcome them. Say we welcome with thanks, with songs, bizmirot. Nekadema, nekadema, panea betoda. Nekadema, nekadema, panea betoda. Bizmirot nariala. Bizmirot nariala, bizmirot nariala, bizmirot nariala, nekadema, nekadema. Nekadema, panea betoda. Nekadema, nekadema, panea betoda. Bizmirot nariala, bizmirot nariala. בזמירות, בזמירות, נריאלה. Let's sing it everybody out loud. בזמירות, נריאלה. בזמירות, בזמירות, נריאלה. בזמירות, נריאלה. Please rise. Page 2021. Maybe just 20.
You can see that part.
מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלי, הבו לאדוני מכבוד ועוז. איי איי איי, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. כל אדוני על המים אל הכבוד הרים. אדוני על המים, על המים רבים. כל אדוני בכוח. איי איי איי, כל אדוני בהדר. כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל אוי לבנון. וסיריון כמו בן רמים. איי איי איי, כל אדוני עוצם להבות אש. כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש. כל אדוני יכול אל היעלות, אוי ויחסות יערות. כל אדוני אומר כבוד. איי איי איי, אדוני להבול ישב, ישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. איי 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 page 22. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 Yachi gereh le'amecha v'nei zochrei 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 kedushatecha Yachi gereh le'amecha v'nei Be'amecha קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך, עיר מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה. רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי. על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה.
לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת
נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בא אורך, קומי אורי. אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, תהנה שבת נקבלה. 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 Nay 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 קלה שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקלמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בר יחסו אני אעמי ונבנתה עיר על תילה אוי לך דודי אוי לי קלה ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך ימסוס חתן על קלה הולך התודי נליך קלה בני שבת נגבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי את הדודאי תריצי על ידיש בין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה אוי לך דודי אלי קלה בני שבת נקבלה די 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 בואי בשלום, please rise, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה שבת המלכה, לך דודי לקראת קלה פני Remain standing for another moment. As we stand here, also thinking of those who are ill, who might need our blessing this day. I know it's been a rough week for a lot of people. As we join together on page 30. In the middle of the page, Ana elna refana בהעולה נועם זיווה אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לך שמחת עולם פנה אל נא ופנה לה בהעוד לה נועם זיווה אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לה שמחת עולם. Please be seated, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Before we get started, let's turn to each other and wish a little Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Let's take a minute. Say Shabbat Shalom. If you don't know each other, introduce yourselves. I'll fix my kippah. Yeah. Oh. All right, Shabbat Shalom. So I'd like to take a moment. It's a tradition here in Romemu. This is where we say hi to anybody here for the first time? Anybody here in Romemu for the first time? Everybody. Yeah, so we'd like to hear from you. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please stand up. Everybody who's here for the first time, stand up. We'd like to just know your name, where you're from. Anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Oh, nice. I thought from Blockaway.
I thought from Rockaway.
Oh, I thought from Rockaway?
Yeah.
But Blockaways, that's a good neighborhood. Blockaway.
Robin and Dan. We just moved from Boston.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Nora. This is my first time here, and I also actually live just 2 blocks away, so Shabbat Shalom.
Yay, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, I'm Simon. I moved here from Southern California yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Great weather.
I used to be Simon. I'm Shimon now. But I used to be Simon. Talk to you later.
Jeff over here.
Well, Shimon since I was 5, though, but my mother still calls me Simon.
I'm Victoria. My partner and I, we just moved here from Philadelphia 6 months ago.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi. As she said, I'm Sam. I'm originally from, you know where Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, not a lot of Jews there.
Also in Israel, the Bethlehem doesn't have a lot
I'm
of Jews.
William. I actually also live like a block away from here.
Oh, Blockaway.
Block away.
I'm Ariana. I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
All right.
Pennsylvania today. Wow, incredible. Anyone, did I miss anyone over there? Anybody? Are you here for the first time? No.
Anybody here on this side? All right. So it's a good time for messages, right? Yeah, all right. Jeff, you want to say the messages?
Sure.
Is Jeff kind,
I also
everybody?
have,
Wait,
I have
them
one
here.
at the
Yeah,
end.
we do.
Yeah,
You
we'll
have
get
a
to the
cheat sheet. Everybody, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. A lot of things going on in Rome. You can always find them all on the website, but I'll just mention a few things. Listening circles. A lot of people have a lot of feelings about what's happening in Israel. We're putting together these things that we call listening circles that are what they say. They're listening. Everybody gets a chance just to say their piece without a lot of crosstalk, but it's a nice chance to meet with one of the rabbis, with Rabbi Dan Kolaresis, and just have a little chance to share what might be on your mind. So, beautiful thing. Look at the website for when it's starting. And 2 weeks from now, a Shabbaton with Rabbi Jessica Kate Meyer. For those of you that know her, there was a whoop, and for those of you that don't, you'll whoop when you see her. So. She's amazing, was here at Romemu for many years and is coming back for a whole weekend of beautiful things. And wow, next week, 100 days since the attacks of October 7th. There's a rally January 12th, Friday at 9 a.m. in front of the UN. Many of us will be going down there, so you can please join us. And Martin Luther King Day, January 15th. Lots of things from UJ Federation if you want to help commemorate that day. Check out the UJ Federation website. And then we have a food pantry that we serve. We deliver food, hand out food to people every other week. And the next one is this Sunday. And then lots of things going on with our advocacy. We have a lot of people involved in various aspects of prison reform here. And on Wednesday, January 17th, there's going to be a trip to Albany if anybody wants to go to advocate for the treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. Sounds like a good idea to me. All right.
There's one more.
There's one more from
yeah,
Rebecca.
It's not there because I'm here. This Wednesday, anybody who's around, I am a producer when I'm not here with singing with Shimon, and we are remounting a production of a one-man show called Heschel's Passover Eve about Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. Romemu is hosting the invited dress. If you're interested in coming, you can contact me. The info is in the newsletter this week and the announcements that got sent out today. You're not going to remember my email, so just contact Eden or Shimon and they'll forward it to me, and you'll be on the guest list if you want to come see it Wednesday night. It's really a wonderful piece. We're really proud of it.
Right here.
Right here. Right in
Wednesday
this room.
night?
Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
Dress rehearsal?
Yeah.
7 p.m.
But you have to RSVP. So be in touch with Shimon or Eden, or check the newsletter for my contact with you. It's a long email that doesn't include my name, so I won't give it to you now.
I'm going to be sitting on sound where Greg is
Yeah,
right now.
Shimon will be here too.
Greg will set it up for me before that. And I just want to say one more great announcement that thanks to some wonderful donations, including one really big donation to the Youth and Family Fund here at Romemu, we are going to be sending 4 of our Romemu teens and Noah, our manager of Youth and Family, to a civil rights trip to Alabama next weekend. It's an amazing trip that it's going to be a tour of civil rights, and it's going to it's very, very impactful. I know about this trip, and we're going to hear about it when they come back. So that's some great things going on. Yeah, some great things going on with our teens. It's like teens from all over the United States go on this trip, and we're going to try to make this a yearly thing. They're going to go to Selma too, Montgomery. Going to start in Atlanta. So I'd like to invite everybody to stand up on page 33 and 34. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 yeah, nine, nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 yeah, nine, nine. no, no, nine, 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 yeah, nine, nine. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. May be seated. Page 33. אלה חיה וקיימת, תמיד תמלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוכה שכינה המרהיבה ערבים. נה 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 אהבת עולם את ישראל ומחתנות. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. ויאמר אדוני משה לאמור, Adonai Elohechem. Page 47 and 48. האהובנים מגבורתו, שקורבנו לשמוע מלכותו ורצון קיבלו עליהם. משה ומרים ובני ישראל הכנו שירה, בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם.
מי כמוך,
מי כמוך,
באלים אדוני,
באלים אדוני,
מי כמוך,
מי כמוך,
נדר בקודש,
נדר בקודש, נורא, תהילות, עושה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים זה פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני God Yisrael Last week, I heard Rabbi Briel speak about the miracle of Hashkivenu. We say this prayer every night. And every night we pray that the miracle of waking up every day will happen to us. And somehow that happens. I love that prayer, and I also love how it talks to our morning prayer, Modeh Ani Lefanecha, which we start with every Saturday morning. Hope to see you all there. Page 49. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סומכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום העמידנו מלכנו לחיים הושיענו למען שמך והגן בעדינו והסר מעלינו אויב דבר וחרב ורעה ויגון והסר שטן מלפנינו מאחרינו ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו כי אל שומרנו מצילנו אתה כי אל מלך חנון ורחום אתה ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום ואתה בעד עולם השכיבנו אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו ופרוס עלינו ופרוס עלינו ופרוס עלינו ופרוס ברוך אתה אדוני הבורא סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ועל ירושלים ושם נאום בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדוד תמרי עולם איי 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 בני יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דיברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי כל יום יכול ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן, ישמרה במברך לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. We continue the Amidah silently. יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, my rock, my redeemer. Oh Lord, prepare me this sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. ועשו לי מקדש, מקדש, ושכנתי ושכנת בתוכם, בתוכם, ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם. יין 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 I want to hear everybody's voice. Yai nai 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 nai. Na na nai 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 nai. Yai nai 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 nai. Yai nai nai nai. Yai nai nai nai. Shabbat Shalom. So first I'd like to wish Rabbi David and Rabbi Diane Refuah Shalema. They're both not feeling well, each in their own way. I'm not going to get into it, but they're going to be fine. But Refuah Shalema. And yesterday, Rabbi Diane was supposed to be here this Friday. Well, first Rabbi David was supposed to be here, and he wasn't feeling. Then Rabbi Diane was supposed to be here. Then she wasn't feeling. And then it was like, Shimon, can you do the Devar Torah? So I said, all right. So I'm going to give a Devar Torah, and I'm going to say some crazy, crazy things. Is everybody ready? Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to do it. Here we go. Thank you for helping me prepare. Thank you for preparing me to be this sanctuary for you. So about 2 years ago, right after our daughter Lily was born, my wife Rebecca and I, we were walking Lily around Tel Aviv. That's where we live. That's where she was born. And we were talking politics. And we were talking about Bibi. And we were talking about how he was a prime minister for way too long. And, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to get into that too much. But we were talking. We both agreed on that. And that's when Rebecca said to me, she said, something, I'm paraphrasing. She said, something is going to have to change in the status quo between Israel and the Palestinians because it can't keep going on like this. This is 2 years ago. So I brushed that comment off at the time, and because my attitude was always live and let live. I always, it's just like most Israelis. I lived in Israel since I was a kid, and just like most Israelis, I thought, what's going on now is working. We have quiet, and every few years there's a skirmish that's far away from where we were, and then a few more quiet years, then another skirmish, a few more quiet years, another skirmish, and that's how the status quo was happening. And everybody knows They get money, the Hamas, who were the rulers of Gaza, they get money from foreign nations. That money's probably going toward building different terror tunnels, probably, but that's the price that we pay for quiet. That's the status quo. That's the status quo. That's how we were living up until October 6th. And, well, 6th, the day before, yeah. And we were thinking, what's the worst that can happen? Well, we know what happened. And so I should have listened more intently to what Rebecca was telling me. And in fact, I think that we all could have tried a little bit harder, all of us, to realize that we were in an insane scenario. Just like Albert Einstein was coined saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And we can learn more about this insanity, actually, in our new book of Torah that we're starting this weekend. We're starting the book of Shemot, Exodus. We're starting, the parsha is called Shemot. And we're introduced to Moses, to baby Moshe Rabbeinu, who will be soon. And Moshe was born into a world of turmoil, to people who were enslaved for hundreds of years. That's what they knew. They didn't yet even realize that they were a people. And that was the life that they knew at the time. And he himself wasn't even supposed to be born because of Pharaoh's decree that any son born to the Israelites shall be thrown in the Nile. And this is the insanity that we're thrown into as readers. So it's through a series of female leaders that Moses survives and makes it all the way to the palace. And we're told by our sages, by our rabbis, that Bischar Nashim Tzadkaniot Shayu Be'oto Ador Nig'alu Yisrael Mimitzrayim. In other words, it's due to righteous women of that generation that Israel was delivered from Egypt. And we read about those women in our Torah portion. In Midrashim, doesn't say it explicitly, but in Midrashim it tells us a longer story of Miriam, Moshe's brother, about Miriam's bravery. Sister. What did I say? Brother. Sister, thank you. Of Moshe's sister, of Miriam's bravery. And even before Moses was born, she told her father, according to this Midrash, her father was scared and decided, we're not going to have kids at all because of this decree. We can't take this chance. We're not going to have kids at all. And she, according to that story, told him that he is worse than Pharaoh. Said that he's worse than Pharaoh by doing that because he's saying he doesn't want men or women to be born. And this convinced him, and he and Yocheved, that they shouldn't give up and they should bring more Israelite children into the world. And you think about Yocheved also, who under such extreme circumstances, she decided to have this baby. And we're told about also two midwives, it says it in our parsha, Shifra and Pua, that who not only defy Pharaoh by not killing newborn sons, but they creatively cover it up by saying that the Israelites are like animals and they have kids without midwives. It's crazy. They're just crazy. They're like just, and so they cover up the whole thing. And later, Miriam continues her creative thinking by following the basket with the baby in the Nile and risking her life by suggesting to Pharaoh's daughter, who found him, that she knows of a mother who just gave birth and who can be a wet nurse for this child. Pharaoh's daughter, Batya, is one of these righteous women who was no dummy and probably recognized this, that this was an Israelite baby. And she ends up raising this child as her own, regardless of his nationality. Moses' entire existence was made possible due to the bravery and creativity of women who saw ways to do things differently. We are living in a time where we have to start thinking differently. I'm completely awestruck when I hear of the bravery of women on 10/7, October 7th. For instance, Rachel Edry, Isha Tzadkanit from Ofakim. Her bravery didn't include physical strength of fighting in the field. She recognized the traditional needs of the terrorists who came into her home, and entered her and her husband's place, and she made them food and hosted them and distracted them for hours until forces came in to save her and her husband. When President Biden came to Israel, he went to meet her. Or what about Inbal Lieberman, also Isha Tzadkanit, who served as security coordinator in kibbutz Nir Am, and she heard strange noises outside the kibbutz. Assessing the significance of the threat, she quickly distributed weapons among the 12 members of the quick response group, the Kitat Konenut, and manned by residents of the kibbutz. And thanks to her actions, Nir Am was the only community bordering the Gaza Strip that did not suffer Israeli casualties during Hamas's invasion of Israel. Or what about Or Livni Ben Yehuda, an infantry commander in the IDF, that on Saturday when Hamas attacked, she commanded the force that managed to stop 15 heavily armed terrorists and prevented them from overrunning another Israeli community. Or recently freed Israeli hostage, Yarden Roman Gat. You might have seen her interview on 60 Minutes. She has an interview, you can look that up. And her story was fascinating. Hamas took her husband, and 3-year-old daughter from their home. And they escaped the car that was taking them into Gaza, which stopped suddenly, and they managed to escape the car. And through an instinct of ingenuity, she handed her daughter to her husband, knowing that he would run faster than her. So he handed her daughter, and she was captive. She was released just in that last session, in that last return of hostages. And she sacrificed herself, and she was immediately retaken. We are living in a time where we have to start thinking differently. We're living in a time where we need new and innovative leadership. They're talking about this in Israel now. As I told you, I check Ynet about 10 times a day, and I've switched. I haven't listened to Howard Stern in 2 months. And I've only been listening to podcasts, Israeli podcasts, trying to tune in and trying to be part of my community in Israel. They're talking about it now, about this new leadership, especially as we're entering what they call phase 2 of the fighting. They still have 136 hostages in Hamas captivity. Israel's starting to talk about who they want to be the day after. I'm listening to Noam Dan. She is a civilian who is related distantly, a distant relative of one of the hostages. And she speaks in the news and in the Knesset every day, advocating that we need to flip the narrative. She says, first of all, get all of the hostages home. We're a nation that, she says, we're a nation that seeks and believes in life. And we need to come up with a deal that they can't refuse, she says. Think creatively. There'll be a time to take down Hamas. There was a time to take down Hamas before 10/7, and due to stagnated leadership, never happened. Now is the time to preserve life. That life is in Gaza. They're living in Gaza. All these hostages, captive for almost 100 days. Want to know what to do, she says? Put women in the war cabinets. Place people who think differently. The families of the kidnapped are afraid to say this out loud. They want to support Israel any way they can, and they're afraid to say it out loud because what if Israel goes against that? What if they go against bringing the hostages home? What if what they want is first to topple Hamas? The people who need to say it out loud are actually us. You and me, people here, people in Israel, the people who were kidnapped to Gaza. They're a lot closer to the, it could have been you and it could have been me than we think. It could have been any of us. They are Israel. They're not just captives. They are Israel, those people. They're Jews. They're not only Israelis and Jews. They're just anyone that happened to be there. And she says, we're always led by Hamas, who want to destroy us. We are the ones who need to lead. And the people in Israel are beginning to say, think what Hamas wants us to do, and let's do the opposite. A mother of a kidnapped 18-year-old who was at the Nova Festival said that one of the things that one of the things that bothers her the most is that there are no mothers in the war cabinet. One of the themes that's always repeated are the two main war objectives: obliterate Hamas and bring home the hostages. We need more points of view. We need to think more creatively. We're the ones who need to put as much pressure as possible to bring them home. Kfir Bibas, the baby in captive, he turned 1 a few days ago. Where are Yocheved and Miriam and Shifra and Pua today? We're living in a time where we have to start thinking differently. We're living in a time where we need new and innovative leadership. We're living in a time where we need to learn from our parsha. We need to shut up and listen to women. But that's not enough, sadly. Women can't do this alone. We need to listen and support. We need to stop thinking there's only one way of doing things. I learned about my ADHD over the years that trying harder is not a cure. That's what I was told when I was a kid and undiagnosed. I was told, try harder and you do better. It never works. It never works to try harder. The cure might be trying differently. That might be. Rabbi Diane said last week about her visit to Israel. She said that Israel is not in PTSD right now. It's not post anything, she said. It is in the trauma, living the trauma, and it will still be in that trauma until hostages are returned home. Now, I know what you're thinking. I do. I know what everybody's thinking right now. I know that some of you are thinking that this, this is just gonna, what kind of deal could there be? We'll release terrorists 10 years from now. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. I might be wrong. I'm definitely wrong. I don't know the answers. And this is not a zero-sum game. If we just follow the rules of the Egyptians at the beginning of this parsha, there would be no people of Israel. It's the creative thinking of Nashim Tzadkaniot, the righteous women, that freed us from captivity. I pray that we follow what this Torah portion is telling us, and that 2024 will be a year of trying differently, of creative thinking, and of listening to each other. Amen. Page 78. Please rise. ושמו Please be seated. We turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 116. If you're observing a Yurtzeit or if someone, loved one, died recently, please rise. And if you would like to mention names, please do so.
My friend Jane Zyron.
If it's your custom to rise and join in Mourner's Kaddish, please do so, or on page 116. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Please be seated. Into this cup of blessing. I'd like to thank a few people today. First of all, our davening team. Thank you, Rebecca. And thank you so much, Glenn Grossman. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Greg on AV, on sound over there. And Ari online. Thank you, Ari. I'd like to thank Eden. Is she here? Eden. And also Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. And Sinai. Is he still here? He's around here, yeah. And I'd like to thank Gil and Jonathan Security. And Operations Victor, Blanca, Lenore, and Alan. My name is Shimon Smith. Thank you very much. Please rise for Kiddush. יום השישי ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. סברי חבריי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו מצוותיו ורצה בנו, בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת, אמן. לחיים. שבת שלום.
שלום. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. Look, he's already listening to women.
שבת שלום.